अष्टविनायक बहुसुख देवा जय गणेश देवा 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 अष्टविनायक बहुसुख देवा अष्टविनायक बहुसुख देवा अष्टविनायक बहुसुख देवा अष्टविनायक बहुसुख देवा। ओम श्री गणेश भगवान की जय।
तेरी मूरत भवानी माँ भरी प्यारी है सोहे चेत जगदम्बे है माँ सवारी है तेरी मूरत भवानी माँ भरी प्यारी है
ही मनवा रे मनवा जीवन है संग्राम। ही मनवा रे मनवा जीवन है संग्राम। ही मनवा रे मनवा जीवन है संग्राम। भजले राम 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 भजले राम 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 भजले राम 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 भजले राम राम राम। मनवा रे मनवा जीवन है
साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ। मानुष तन अनमोलक पायो, विरता काहे गवायो। मानुष तन अनमोलक पायो, विरता काहे गवायो, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ। पतिता पुनीता दीन बंधु हरि, शोभन काहे गवायो। पतिता पुनीता दीन बंधु हरि, शोभन काहे गवायो, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ। जब अभिमान मोह माया तू, भजन राम चित लायो। जब अभिमान मोह माया तू, भजन राम चित लायो, साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ, 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 साधु गोविंद के गुण गाओ।
बोलो श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय, राजा रामचंद्र की जय। Our revered Vas, Pandit Bimal Maharaj, my uncle, Shrutas, members of the Mandir, Sitaram, a very special welcome to all of you once more to our second night of devotions here, where after a very fitting first night, stemming from Balkand, revolving around the Guru, we journey to further understand excerpts of Sri Ramcharitamanas. As we commence this night, I would like to welcome all of those who are viewing from radio and TV, as well as thanking very wholeheartedly all of the sponsors for allowing this program, this satsang, this night of this gathering of truth to go on and be broadcasted to those who are not here, who are not in the country as well. So without further ado, I pass you over to Vyasri for our arti.
सत्य सनातन धर्म की खड़े हो जाए सब कोई, प्लीज ऑल स्टैंड। हाथ जोड़कर मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम प्रभु श्री रामचंद्र भगवान को प्रथम आरती। With our hands clasped, let us all sing praises to Prabhu. आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कले तललित सिय की। आरती श्री
रामायण जी की, कीरति कले तललित सिय की।
all together.
आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कले तललित सिय की।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
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 गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद,
गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद।
वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद,
वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद।
सुख सनकादि शेष अरुषारद, वर्णि पवन सुत कीरति की। आरती श्री
रामायण जी की, कीरति कले तललित सिय की।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम। सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
संतत गावत शंभु भवानी,
संतत गावत शंभु भवानी।
अरुघट शंभव मुनि विज्ञानी।
अवृगत शंभव मुनि विज्ञानी।
व्यास आदि कवि पुंगव ठाणी, काकभुषुंडि गरुड़ घेरी।
आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कले तललित सिय की।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
चारहु वेद पुराण अष्टदश,
चारहु वेद पुराण अष्टदश।
Goswami Tulsidas ji is telling us, Charahu Veda Purana Yashtadash. I have churned the essence and the nectar of the four Vedas, 6 Shastras, 18 Puran, Mahabharat Katha to present this beautiful Katha to you. Charahu Veda Purana Yashtadash.
चारहु वेद पुराण अष्टदश।
Chahu Shastra Sab Granthन Korasa.
चरहु शास्त्र समग्रंथन कोरस।
तन मन धन संतन को सरवत, सारयंश समत सबही।
आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कले तललित सिय की।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
कलिमल हरणि विषय रस पीकी,
कलिमल हरणि विषय रस पीकी।
शुभग सिंगार मूरति जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद
गोविंद
जय जय गोपाल जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद
गोविंद
जय जय गोपाल जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
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 प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय श्री गुरु महाराज की जय शरणम प्रभु बैठिए सबको बैठिए Once again, devotees, as you were told by your resident Pandit, Shubh Swagatam, meaning a welcome that comes from the heart to each and every one of you. Wherever you may be at this time, I know you are joining us live on television and the radio. Whatever time zone that you may be in, we say a very special welcome. And for those of you who are here with us in this very beautiful mandir, I'm extremely happy to be here with my godchildren singing and joining me. And this is the second evening of my 4 evenings. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Sunday is gone, Monday is here. I still have but 2 evenings left. And I would also like to say very, very special welcome to my dear Bhaiji, my brother, Sri Govindra Rupnarayan, and his Dharam Patni, former member of parliament, very charitable individual, very noble family, and I say a special welcome to you today. On a special day for you also. Thank you for being here, you and your Dharam Patni, and blessings to all of your family. You know, over the last couple of years, seeing that I am not 100% living in Trinidad anymore, I come to do little pujas back and forth, but I reignited the spark when Govindraji came to my home. And it was then I felt the depth of him. He says, Panditji, I want to make an appointment to see you. I said, okay. Date, time, on time, he came. He says, well, I just want to come to tell you, I want you to come to my home, to my temple, and do a 1 evening Ramayan satsang for me. And that has ignited a new spark in reconnecting with an old place that I used to visit so many, many, many years back. My Pitaji also, my father. So for this, when I was called upon by Bisun and Mukeshji to come to the temple, immediately my mind went on Govindra. Says, thank you, because they said they were listening to it And they said, you know something, Panditji, you should come. So thank you, and thank you also, both of you. We have listened to very beautiful bhajans. But I like to relate to you as much as I can. So we do what is called a congregational worship and congregational bhajan. Can anybody remember the bhajan that I did last evening? Baba said we have extra lapsi and sohari. So if anybody get it right, you get an extra vag of prasadam. You don't remember? Do you remember Baba saying, Aaj andhere? Correct? So today, please be reminded, I'm going to ask you tomorrow again. What did we sing tonight? Ma teri mamata kitni pyari, wo kitna pyar jaga di hai, kitna pyar jaga di. Ma teri mamata श्वास की रक्षा करती,
श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती,
श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती,
श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती,
पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार
जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है।
तू ऋषियों की रिद्धि सिद्धि, तू ब्रह्मा की भगति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू
ऋषियों की रिद्धि सिद्धि, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति
all of
माँ,
you,
तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ।
तू हाथों से भाग्य जगा दे, भागी भागी आती है, कितना
प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है।
कितना प्यार जगाती है,
कितना प्यार जगाती है।
तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू ही बाल भवानी है, तू पुराण का कार शारदा, तू वेदों की वाणी है,
तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू ही बाल भवानी है, तू पुराण का कार शारदा, तू वेदों की वाणी है।
तू बालक को गोद में लेकर जीवन गीत सुनाती है,
कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है।
कितना प्यार जगाती है,
कितना प्यार
why I couldn't hear you singing. I don't know if it's Raj on the drum or if it's the sound man preventing me from hearing you all. So let's do it this way. We're going to take from the flowers this way. You don't sing. Ma tere mamata kitna this side, let me hear you. Swas swas ki swas swas ki पग पग प्राण बचाती है. So tell me who win, this side or this side? Let Guruji tell you something. Whenever you sing the praises of Bhagavan, you are never a loser. So all of you won tonight. And I want you to continue to sing heartily. Sing lustily, my dear devotees. This is the way to Bhagavan. I told you before I closed last evening, Binu satsanga viveka na hoi, Ram kripa binu sulabh na soi, satsangat muda mangala mula, soi phal siddhi, sab sadhana phula. You know, without this congregational form of worship, understanding your purpose upon earth is not there. This is like planting a seed. The seed of devotion is planted within the chambers of our hearts, and we have to nurture it. Like you plant a seed, it's growing, you fertilize, you water, you put a stake so it would not go all how, it would just stay. So too in our own lives. When that seed of devotion is planted, what is fertilizing and watering and all of these things? Watering is you offer jal pujan. Fertilizing, singing bhajans and kirtan, living a noble life. Putting that stake to have that tree growing straight is called discipline. Discipline, my dear children. And when this happens, it is said, Soi phal siddhi sab sadhana phula. I am sitting here, I can see all of you. You can just look and see Guruji alone sitting here. But I am seeing all of you. But you know what I am seeing? I'm not seeing people. I'm seeing a very beautiful flower garden. Different colors of clothes that you are wearing, representing the different colors of the flowers. The smiles on your face, representing it's in full bloom, and everything is beautiful. Sadhana phula. Soi phal siddhi. And when we are breathing our last breath, my dear devotees, the fruit of all of this that you are doing, you merge into oneness with Bhagavan. It's called Atma, Mahatma, Paramatma. Atma is that little spark that keeps you alive. You keep growing it into Mahatma by your actions, your swabhav, your acharan and so. And then at the last breath, when you merge with Paramatma. In English, sometimes you call it a super soul, but you merge back into oneness with Bhagavan. That is what this life is all about. Doing whatever you have to do to return to Him. And you're doing it well, my dear children. Today you have come once again to listen to the glories of Goswami Tulsidas Ji Maharaj. Very powerful individual. I want you to know he lived just over 500 years ago. He had Ram Darshan, Hanumanji's Darshan, Bhagavan Shiva Darshan in this age in which we live, not very long ago. So never think it is beyond our reach to have Bhagavan. Have that faith like Shabri Ma. She lived serving and waiting for Bhagwan for 94 years. When it was 4 years, she started her devotion. When she was 98 years old, Bhagwan visited her. But she lived with that faith, implicit faith in Bhagwan, that my Guru said to me that you will come, Prabhu, and you did come. I want you to know that Bhagwan will come if you have that positive feeling and say, Prabhu, I am waiting for you. I am preparing for you. So let us sit upright, devotees, put our hands together, close our eyes, take the names of all members of your home, children, grandchildren, everyone, and let us pray to Bhagwan with these invocation mantras. Hari Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Aim Saraswati Namaha Guru Charana Kamalibhyo Namo Namaha. Goswami Tulsidas Ji Maharaj, in his writing of Sri Ramcharitamanas, pays obeisances and attributes his successes to the grace and mercy of Prabhu in all his many manifestations. Once again, a little reminder to us all. Please attribute your own successes in life to the grace and mercy of Prabhu. First and foremost, he praises and bows to the feet of Prathama Pujya Ganesh Baba. Sri Ganesh Ji Bhagwan is always worshipped first, symbolically carrying the elephant head, the symbol of strength, the symbol of courage. O Ganesh Baba, bless us all today. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Tulsidas Ji bows to Goddess Saraswati Ma. Saraswati Devi, the giver of a sharp and broad intellect, wisdom, higher understanding, sweet speech. She is always depicted as wearing the color white. It's a symbol of purity. One of her hands she holds the Rig Veda, reminding us of the importance of academic excellence. The other hand she holds the Mala, reminding us of the importance of mantra jap. The other two hands she carries the veena, the divine musical instrument. This reminds us, whenever we get the blessings of Saraswati Mata, our voice becomes as sweet as that of the veena. O Saraswati Devi Maharani Mata, pranam, salutations to you, Ma. Ya Kundindu Tusharahara Dhavala, Ya Shubhra Vasravrita, Ya Veena Varadanda Manditakara, Ya Shweta Padmasana, Ya Brahmachita Shankara Prabhitibhir Devaya Sada Vandita, Samang Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesha Jadhyapaha. Goswami Tulsidas Ji bows again and again to the feet of his Guru. This evening, let us all quietly in our minds remember the day that you were initiated. You washed the feet of your Guruji. You gave him a beautiful chandan mala. You performed arti, and then he covered your head to give you a sacred mantra. That is a rebirth, my dear children. I want you now to quietly repeat your Guru mantra in your mind. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tashmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Tulsidas ji now bows to the feet of Sri Pavanaputra Hanumanji. Sri Hanuman Baba, the repository of strength, the storehouse of knowledge, the personification of courage, a loyal, near and dear, dedicated servant to the lotus-like feet of Prabhu Sri Ram. Let us ask in our prayer today, O Pavanaputra Hanuman Baba, guide and bless us all, that we also will be a dedicated servant as you are to Prabhu Sri Ram. Om Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhi Matam Parishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayutya Mukhyam Sri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapatte Atulita Vanadhamam Swarna Shailavadeham Dhanujavan Krishanam Jnaninam Graganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanananam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami Lal Deha Lali Lase Arudhara Lal Langur Badra Deha Danam Dalan Jai 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 Kapishur. You know this line, say it with Baba tonight. Pavanatanay Sankata Haran Mangala Murati Roop Sri Rama Lakhan Sita Sahit Hriday Basahu Surabhu. Last but not least, Sri Tulsidas ji pays obeisances to Maryara Purushottam Prabhu Sri Ram. Prabhu Sri Ram, incarnation of Bhagavan Vishnu. He stands in front of you, the devotees. Keep your eyes closed and you're going to visualize him standing. Are you seeing Prabhu? Very unique opportunity we have today. As he is standing, are you seeing that smile on his face? It is called a smile of acceptance. You give him the chandan now. Chandan is called a tilak, the mark of auspiciousness. I want you to put a beautiful mala around his neck. Brother Lakshman placed that mala for 14 years, consecutively every single day. Today you have that opportunity. We all have that opportunity to garland our Bhagavan. Now we are doing Aarti. Aarti is called the flame of love. And as we wave that Aarti 5 times, devotees, our sins, shortcomings, imperfections, base qualities, and all our evil propensities are being burnt away. O Prabhu, I now sit at your lotus-like feet to listen to Hari Katha. Lokha viramam ranadhira dhirang Rajiva netrang raghuvanshanatham. That very Prabhu who was giving you that smile, tears are coming down his cheeks. The lotus-like face of the Lord, the moon-like face of the Lord, tears of happiness are coming down. Karanya Rupam Karuna Karantang Sri Ramachandrang Sharanam Prapatte. Sri Ramachandrang Sharanam Prapatte. Bolo Prabhu Ramachandra ki Jai. Sharanam Prabhu. Bolo Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. Sharanam Prabhu. Hari Om. Devotees, did you remember I was reading from Balkand, or just Baba alone remembered? I'm not going to ask you to lift your hand because nobody would lift their hands. Baba, I tested them out last night, but they didn't go for it, you know. So I will tell you, there are 7 kands in the Ramayana. Kand means chapters. In Kannada language, one major language in India, Kand means also the joint of a cane. But I try sometimes to get into the mind of Tulsidas Ji. What was he thinking when he uses these descriptive adjectives, when he uses certain terminologies? What is Tulsidas thinking? You see, a joint of a cane is very sweet. You all were cane farmers here. Cocoa, coffee, cane, all like me also, citrus. But even though one of that joint is twisted a little bit, bent like this, do you think the taste changes? Taste doesn't change. So all the chapters of the Ramayana is very sweet. Although some may tell you, Kabhi komal hatha prabhu ka. He takes his hand and he sohrave like this, the head of Jatayu. He take the same hand, the 31st arrow, and he pulled it and shot it in the chest of Ravan. Pulled the arrow, shot it in the chest of Bali. But yet still, those volumes are very sweet. It brings to us great inspiration, my dear children. Balkand, the word Bal means small. So he starts off like this and then grows. We also grow in life, not only physically, emotionally, academically, socially, and otherwise. Growth takes place in our lives. But what makes this life as a human being a little bit difficult, it is important. All of these growths that Sanatan Dharam teaches us, if we allow anyone to be stunted and we don't maximize any one of these, it's difficult to attain Bhagwan. Because the scale is not going to balance. You have to have good discipline, you have to work, you have to accumulate, you have to know where to differentiate the line that defines a material life, spiritual life. All of these things happen together. Like in Balkan, when Prabhu is ready to get married, he would have gotten all the disciplines from first his parents, then his guru. Think what Guruji telling you parents, how well are you doing in instilling and installing good, noble values and disciplines in your children? Do you choose a guru for them that is worthy and can take you, that guru is taking you across the ocean of births and deaths. He's taking you on a journey. If you are searching and guru is searching, what happens? May or may not reach. Are you going to risk it, my dear children? Think, choose wisely. Have your guru who can take you along. You can confide in that guru. You can speak to your guru. You can ask questions to Guruji. Then you are ready for the next stage in life, which is called Grihasti Ashram, householder's life. So when you get married and so, you are fully equipped to handle whatever those challenges may be. Fully equipped to handle it. So the second chapter is called Ayodhya Kand. I was telling you last evening, means without, Yudha means conflicts or battle. Let your life, let your home, let society, humanity, all around be of no conflicts. Many things happen in Ayodhya Kand that could have created a lot of problems and difficulties. One major one being Kaikeyi asked that her son sit as a king and Sri Ram go to the forest. How is that translated from one brother to the next? How is it translated from Raja Dashrath to Kaikeyi? Do you know? When Bharat was told, you have to sit on that throne, it is a wish of your mother that you sit there. Bichara, he cried. You know what he said to his mother? He says, Ma, you see, for that 14 years, I'm going to sit on the ground. Baithe dekhi kush asan, jata mukut krishgat, Ram Ram Rakupati Japat Sravat Nayan Jal Jat. I will sit on the ground on a grass-made mat. I will never go on that throne. And more than that, I would allow no one else to sit there. That throne belongs to my brother. He walked barefooted in the forest, took the sandal or the karao of his brother, and he placed it on the seat where his brother would sit. You see what Sri Ramayan teaches us, devotees? A symbol of humility, that which buffers your feet from the dust in the ground, now sits on that throne for 14 years. What did Sri Ram say? What's wrong with these old people? Do you hear children saying that today? When father or mother make an asking, what are they saying? Them don't live their life and they want to tell me what to do now. You want me to go in the forest? That is my throne. Huh? It sounds a little bit funny, my dear children, but that is the greatest hurt when you disrespect your mother and your father. New priorities come up in your life every day, one popping up, one popping up. No priority in this life can ever supersede respect and honor for your parents. Don't do it, my dear children. You are breaking the codes and the tenets of Sanatan Dharam. Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan smiled. You know what he said? He said to his father and mother, just that they would be relaxed, he says, Papa, Mama, I am happy to do this. You know why? Many things. He will say tonight why, but I will read the katha for you to know why Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan would smilingly go to the forest. He went, he walked on. Today he is about to meet a noble individual. That noble individual, his name is called Maharishi Valmiki ji. Valmiki ji Maharaj, he is the original author of this Ramayana. 24,000 Sanskrit slokas. But prior to him being Valmiki, he was known as Ratnakar. He was known as a bandit, one would disrespect, loathe, take away everything from everyone. Until one day he came upon the 7 rishis. In the life of all of us, there is a turning point, at some time. When he came and he said, give me, hand over everything you have to me. Swamis, sannyasis, what do they have? Nothing. Then they all smiled. He never saw people smiling before. They would be all scared of him. But he smiled and said to him, my friend, is this the way you conduct your life? Is this the way you speak to people in a very hostile manner? Is this life you take and steal from everyone to take to your family at home? What are you doing with this life, my friend? Then his vision started changing. He says, what do you mean? He says, start repeating Bhagavan's name. Rama. But he only knew the reverse of Ram. What's the reverse? Mara. Rama, Mara. Mara means to kill. That's all that he knew. The katha is long, I would not tell you. But today he sits as a very noble individual, great spiritual heights, that he has now attracted the Lord, walking barefooted from the city of Ayodhya, carpeted palace, to his ashram in the forest. He lived in a place that was called Chitrakut. Chitra means picture. Kut is a kutia. He made it into a veritable shrine. I will tell you as I go along. But very early a morning, taking his basket to perform his morning puja, he saw the three murtis down the hill, Sri Ram, Lakshman and Ma Janaki coming. Maharishi Valmiki dropped the basket and is running down the hill. Muni kah Ram dandavat कीन्हा आशीर्वाद विप्रवर दीन्हा श्री राम जय राम
जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
देख राम छवि नयन जुरानी देखी राम छवि नयन जुरानी करी सनान आश्रमहि आनी श्री राम जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय
राम
प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय शरणम प्रभु. So devotees, he placed the basket down and he's running down the hill. Why do you think Valmiki is now running down the hill? He wants to touch the feet of Prabhu. You see, my dear children, whatever you mold your life around will come to you sometime. Whatever you mold your life around. He molded his life now around one thing, to have Sri Ramji's darshan. So I have to touch the feet of my Prabhu. Drop the basket, run down the hill. But as soon as he is bowing now to touch Bhagwan's feet, listen to the Lord speaks. He says, Valmiki, don't touch my feet. Maharishi, don't touch my feet. So Valmiki looked. He says, give me the opportunity. Prabhu Sri Ram is saying, Valmiki, you have reached such a great spiritual height. I want you to bless me. Prabhu is saying, you bless me, let me touch your feet. It is called stoop to conquer. Simplicity and humility will always be the passport to success in your life. Whatever position you may hold, my dear devotees, please be a very, you know what is simple in Hindi? We call saral. Very, very simple. He says, give me the opportunity, O Maharishi, to touch your feet. He touched the feet of the Lord. Sri Maharishi is crying, my dear devotees. He's crying. Dekhi Rama Chavi Nayan Jurani, Kari Sanamana Sramahiyani. He said, Prabhu, please come. Come to my ashram. Please come. Prabhu is coming. He had created that place where the birds and the bees and the tigers and all the creatures, the squirrels, everyone, they lived in harmony. That tells us something, you know. If you paraphrase every line, we may not go 2-3 lines, but quickly I will tell you, you must create, while you live in this world, always know you are going to deal with these things. Those challenges, you meet people, everyone is of a different personality, temperament, disposition, and you have to deal with them. How do you handle these things? If Bhagavan does not bless you, you're going to get angry every day. You're going to get angry. Someone will say something, someone will do something. And what's the kalokal? Govindra? The fellow said, I tripped. Huh? Say, Baba, I tripped today. So they call the next day and say, Guruji, I'm very sorry that I didn't say much yesterday. I was in a bad mood. Why are you in a bad mood? When you think of spirituality, you don't learn that in Kiskinda Kand. People are doing something, then you are now saying, I have to get even with that person. If I don't get even with them, I can't sleep. You ever heard that before? If I don't get even with that Pamela, I wouldn't sleep. But you are here, and the person who is falling short is here. So tell me, how are you going to get even with them? You are stepping down, stepping down. Guruji will tell you today, are you willing to compromise your spirituality for something or someone that is not worthy? Don't do it, my dear children. So today, he invited him. He says, Prabhu, please come into my ashram. Prabhuji smiled. And let us see a very beautiful chaupai. Baba will read for you. Munivarayati thi pran priya pai kandamoola phal madhura mangai madhura mangai Sitaram 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 kahiye chahe vidhi rahe Ram
ताहि विधि रहिए
Sitaram Sitaram bolo Sitaram
कहिए चाहि विधि राखे राम ताहि विधि रहिए सीताराम सीताराम
Siya saumitri Ram phal khaye Siya saumitri Ram phal khaye Tab muni asan diye suhaye Shri Ram Jai
राम
Ram
जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय राम
Shri Ram Jai Ram
श्री राम जय राम
Shri
राम जय राम
Prabhu Ramachandra ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu. Very, very beautiful. Muni Vara Atithi Prana Priya Pai. Bhagwan, you are my very life itself. When our eyes open in the morning, devotees, what do we say? What is the first thing that comes through your mind? So Guruji now have to speak through the mind of all of us here. And those who are looking at us and seeing us globally. When our eyes open in the morning, you know what we say? Bhagwan, I know how I handling today. Start to scratch your head one time. I don't know how I handled this thing. Half of what I was supposed to do yesterday, unfinished. I have a schedule and a half today. Tomorrow, same problem. Third day, stress. Fourth day, you can't do anything. Isn't that the order of the day? No, don't let it be the order of the day. Don't let it be the order of the day. Always allow yourself to repeat Guru Mantra. Bhagavan meri naiya us paar laga dena. Bhagavan, I fall short in life sometimes. But at the end of the day, who can I turn to? To say, hold my hand, Prabhu, and take me over. Bhagavan meri naiya us paar तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। बोलो
भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना, अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा लेना।
संभव है झंझट में मैं तुमको भूल जाऊं,
प्रभु जी
संभव है झंझट में मैं तुमको भूल जाऊं, पर नाथ कभी तुम भी मुझको न भुला देना।
भगवान मेरी नैया
उस पार
उस
लगा
पार लगा देना,
अब तक
अब
तो निभाया
तक
है,
तो निभाया है,
आगे भी निभा देना।
आगे भी निभा लेना।
दल बल के साथ माया घेरी के मुझे आकर,
प्रभु जी
दल बल के साथ माया घेरी के मुझे आकर, तब देखते ना रहना, झट आके छुड़ा देना।
भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना, अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा लेना।
अब तक तो निभाया है,
आगे भी निभा लेना।
He is your Prabhu. He is your Prabhu. Who is Ratnakar? What he is today, all that reflection will come in just 1 minute, my dear devotees. Kanda moola phal madhura mangai. You know what he offered? What did he give Bhagavan? Kanda moola phal. It's called in, I told you in Hindi, in English, what do you say? Fruits, roots, and shoots. Remember that, boy? Baba bless you, you'll be a good lawyer. Kanda moola phal. Fruits, roots, and shoots. Fruits are the forest fruits, like shabri is to take for Prabhu. What are the roots? Cassava, dashin. Where's the other one? Arrows, kush. Ask a chela, say, you know where's kush boy? Say, Baba, all I know is kush hota hai. I say, no boy, that not. Devotees. Kanda moola phal. And phal, kanda moola phal. What are the shoots? Fruits, roots, and shoots. Shoots are the bhaji. So that is what Valmiki prepared for his Prabhu. And do you know when Bhagavan and Ma Janki, Bhaiya Lakshman, when they partook of it, you know what they said to him? It's the best we have ever tasted. It's the best we have ever tasted in our entire life. Whenever someone gives you something, show some sort of appreciation. Somebody gives you something to eat, tell them, thank you, bhai, it's the best. Why are you going to tell somebody, hey, listen, I think that curry was lacking a little salt, you know. He will think someone has come to my home Now they are leaving, they are not happy. No devotees. He says it's the best we ate in our entire life. So very happy. Valmiki is listening now that the Lord is telling him. Can you imagine him now? The Lord is telling him, it's the best we have ever eaten. Let us see what this line is saying. Very emotional line, my dear devotees. Valmiki, he is frozen. He's just looking at the Lord. He does not even know what to say, my dear devotees. Valmiki man anand bhari Mangala murati nayan nihari Sri Ram Jai
Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram
तब कर कमल जोरी रघुराई बोले बचन श्रवण सुखदाई श्री राम जय राम
जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम
राम
सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम
थैंक यू बेटा प्रियवर सज्जनों वाल्मीकि मन आनंद भारी Valmiki is Valmiki. Man is what? Mind. Anand is what? You see, when you use the word Anand, you look in the dictionary, it is telling you overjoyed. Under that overjoyed, it's saying extremely happy. Is that telling you something? If someone asks you tomorrow, how was the yagna last evening? Can you explain to them how you feel when you are here? You can't. You see, the word Anand is called an experience. It's an emotion. An emotion. Valmiki man Ananda bhari. His whole disposition changed. He got weak. Tulsidas Ji is lost for words. So he used the word Valmiki man Ananda bhari. He is so happy, he is frozen, tears are coming down. And with that in mind, my dear devotees, the poet who reads this Ramayan Katha took this emotion and he made a bhajan with it. What did he say? I'm not going to sing bhajan back to back like this, but I will tell you, you know what he says? Pinjare ke panchi re ho tera dardan jaane koi tera. Your friend, your family is going through some pain and suffering. You give them a hug, you even cry with them. You say, I sympathize with you. I love you. What can I say? But no one except that person will know what is going through his mind. Bahar se tu khamosh rahe tu bhitar bhitar roye re he bhitar bhitar roye ho tera dardan jaane koi tera. Today, my dear devotees, Valmiki spent his whole life. He spent his whole life praying and waiting for Bhagwan to come. Now, bichara can't say one word. Can you picture what Guruji is saying? He used to plan every day, whole day, my dear devotees, that when my Prabhu come, I will speak to my Prabhu and I will tell him everything I want to tell him. Tell you what he used to say? O Hare Rama bhajo re bhai Raghurai, Hare Rama bhajo re bhai Raghurai. Hari ka naam patit pavan hai, Hari ka naam patit pavan hai. Isi ke aashan gaai
भजो रे हरे रामा भजो रे भाई रघुराई हरे रामा भजो रे भाई रघुराई.
Valmiki used to dance. He used to dance visualizing his Bhagwan. Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Jai Sri Ram.
जय जय राम श्री राम सीताराम जय जय श्री राम.
Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Jai Sri Ram.
जय जय राम श्री राम सीताराम जय जय श्री राम.
कोई नहीं प्रभु साधु का भंजन. दया करो है दशरथ नंदन. बंधन का तो हे जग बंधन, बंधन का तो हे जग बंधन. भक्तन के सुखदाई
भजो रे हरे रामा भजो रे भाई रघुराई हरे रामा भजो रे भाई रघुराई.
बोलो जय जय राम श्री राम सीताराम जय जय श्री राम.
जय जय राम श्री राम सीताराम जय जय श्री राम.
जय जय राम श्री राम सीताराम जय जय श्री राम. Many beautiful lines like this he would sing every day. Today Bhagwan is with him, can't say a word. Does that ever happen to you sometimes? If your child comes and says, Dad, Mom, Mama, Papa, however they call you, I just passed my exams. You want to hug them and say, Beta, Beti, I love you. You did so well. But there's a lump in the throat. Have you ever felt that lump, children? You see that lump here? If you only open your mouth to say anything, you will start screaming. You will start crying. That is the feeling of Maharishi Valmiki today. When the Lord Prabhu Sri Ram realized that Valmiki has no words, Taba kara kamal jori raghurai. Kamal means lotus. The lotus-like hands of Prabhu Sri Ram, he put them together. Taba kara kamal jori raghurai. Bole bachan sravan sukhadai. Very soft, sweet, and soothing words. He said this to Maharishi Valmiki. You know what he said? What Guruji is going to tell you now, I wouldn't sing it with music. It is too sweet to tell you. I will tell you what Sri Ram is saying. Tum trikala, Prabhuji ne kaha, हे महर्षि तुम त्रिकाल दर्श मुनिनाथा विश्व बदर जिमि तुम्हारे हाथा तुम्हारे हाथा अस कहि प्रभु सब कथा बखाने जहि जहि भांति दीन बनुरानी दीन बनुरानी. The Lord cried also. Prabhu Sri Ram, he looked at Maharishi. He says, "Oh Maharishi, you have reached such a great height in spirituality. Tum trikal tarasya muninatha." You know the past, this that is happening, and you know the present, the future to come. What are these three tenses he speaks of? Sometimes in our own life, we get reminders. And please do not let just fly over your head. No. He allowed Valmiki to remember who he was in the past. The bandit who would steal and loot and disrespect and disregard one. He says, you mean I am that person who lived that sort of life, and today I am in this company of the Lord? And that was not all. What is the future? He saw two little boys running in front of him and they are gone. Visualizing. Who are those two boys? Love and Kush. When Sita ji went back home and the washerman made some derogatory remarks about her, Sri Ram took her and sent her to the care and protection of Maharishi Valmiki. Such a great height he had reached. My dear children, always know, let that turning point be for the better in our life. The Lord cried when he reminded Valmiki of who he really is. You know? Vishwa badarjimi tumari hatha. He says, Valmiki, this world is like a little fruit in your hand. You are very knowledgeable. But he says, I'm going to use you as a medium. As I indicated in my earlier remark, why did the Lord go to the forest? You remember Guruji said that in the beginning? Why did the Lord go to the forest? He says, Asakahi Prabhu sab katha bakhani, jehi jehi bhati deena banurani. People still get confused today. Why did the Lord go to the forest? And do you know the Lord in Ayodhya Khan with his own lips said to us all why he went to the forest. Why did he go, my dear children? Let us see in this very beautiful line. Give your drummer a round of applause. That's your own voice. Raj? श्री रामचंद्र भगवान जी ने कहा, तात बचन पुनि मातु हिता. प्रभु जी स्पीकिंग. भाई भरत यस राम, भाई भरत यस राम. That's two. Number three. मोह कह दर्श तुम्हार प्रभु, सब मम पुण्य प्रभाव सिया. पति रामचंद्र की जय. नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि. Prabhu Ramachandra ki. He says, first, Tata Bachan Punima to hit. I have come to this forest today to listen to the words, the asking of my mother to my father. I honor that. Have you ever found yourself in a position seeing your mother standing and looking at you and she's unable to speak? Sometimes you're going to say something to your mama and she lost for words, you know. She don't even know what to say. She looks at you as though she's frozen. She can't say anything. You know what your Puranas and Vedas say? That mother remembers the day you came to the world. Now mahine. 9 months I carry you around, beta. Beti, 9 months I carry you around. She's not telling you in words, It's going through her mind. Everything I would eat and drink for that period, half will sustain me and the other half to sustain you. And this is what you have to tell me today, beta. 9 mahine udar mein rakha, jab duniya mein aaya. Beta, I used to hold you close to my heart. I used to nurse you every day, beta. Where is that respect for me today? Sarde lagi to ki god hame lekar sthanta dudha pilaya. Kaun karega itna? Where is that love, ma? धपकी दे दे सुख से सुलाया गाकर भजन सुरीला. When you wouldn't sleep in the night, Beti, I used to sing to you. Your father used to come and sing to you that you would have a little night's rest. तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा, तुझे दीपक हो या तारा, हो मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. Where is that love? जवान हुई जब शादी करना, जब तक प्रेम न छूटे. जवान हुई जब शादी करना, जब तक प्रेम न छूटे. You want to know how much your mother loves you? How many of you are married here? Lift your hand like Guruji see. Do you remember your wedding day? Do you remember your mother crying? Whether you are a boy or a girl, everybody giving her jokes. You getting a daughter-in-law today and you crying. You getting a son-in-law today and you crying. Only Mama will know. When your turn come, you will know. जवान हुई जब शादी करना, जब तक प्रेम न छूटे. I wonder if my beta or beti will forget to call me Mama tomorrow. You and I live in a world today, and you know very well. Children look at Ma in their face and they turn away. Mama sometimes sits by that phone, waiting for a call just to say Ma. You don't even have to say I love you, just for you to say Ma. The life leaves this body, and that call is never made. If you want to know how much your mama loves you, Guruji will tell you today. जवान हुई जब शादी करना, जब तक प्रेम न छूटे. माता की ममता इतनी बड़ी है, माता की ममता. जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ. माता की ममता इतनी बड़ी है, सागर भरा है जितना. कौन करेगा
इतना, कौन करेगा इतना. माता पुत्र से प्यार किया है जितना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना.
That is what Sri Ram is telling us. Although Mother Kaikeyi made such a harsh asking to the heirs of all of us even to today, he would never show any sign of disrespect and dishonor. We say Matre Deva Bhava, Pitre Deva Bhava. You could do from here to Govindra, 8-9 times go to India. Haridwar, Rishikesh, you go to Varanasi, Rameshwaram, you go to the whole length and breadth of India. You could go there, bathe in the Ganga for 2 hours. And if you don't love and respect your mother and father, you get 0. 0 devotees. That is Sanatan Dharam. Guruji, I have to tell you like it is. What can I say? It says here, Tata Bachan Punimatu it, Bhai Bharate Sarao. There's something that is called brotherly love. Is there brotherly love today? Where is the brotherly love today? Not feet, 1 foot of land. Jamira. Jamira, Janjat. I don't have to see more. Mo kah darsha tumhara prabhu, sab mama punya prabhav. As I am closing, it's a very long katha, but I will just pretty much wind up in a couple of minutes. Sab mama punya prabhav. Look at the depth of Prabhu Sri Ram. You know what Prabhu Sri Ram is saying? He said, Valmiki, maybe I did a good deed in my life. I did a good deed in my life. The Lord is saying that I meet somebody like you. You know that, devotees? And Guruji say that every time I sit on this Singhasan, I do not know what I did in my last life or this life that I get to sit here and talk to so many people. Here, on the air, wherever you are listening to Guruji, I do not know what good I have. And I am saying that with all humility and love. You know what the poet is saying? Oh, prani re, to teri karma kahani, teri atma bhi jaane, Paramatma bhi jaane, teri karma kahani, teri atma bhi jaane, Paramatma bhi jaane. Kaha chupega re prani, teri atma bhi jaane, Paramatma bhi jaane, teri karma kahani,
तेरी आत्मा भी जाने परमात्मा भी जाने
O Paramatma bhi jaane, Jai Paramatma.
आत्मा भी जाने
So I sing 1 verse today and I'll sing 2 tomorrow. May Bhagavan guide you, bless you, and protect all of you now and always. I hope that you will join us tomorrow evening. We will sing a few bhajans, read Harikatha, and join our very efficient resident Pandit in puja. At this time, while Baba performs his Havan and so, I would like to call on my friend, your friend, and your representative. If you love him as a representative, he always represents you. Mr. Govindra Rupnarayan, Bhaiji, please. I know I don't have to give him advance warning. Yep.
Reverend Vyasji, Pandit Bimal Maharaj, members of the Scotch Road Mendez executive of this temple, and members of the temple, my brothers and sisters. Tonight I feel extremely honored and blessed to be in the company of such wonderful people. It reminds me of my old days in the area when I always felt the warmth and love of the people of Scots and Mendez Road. And tonight, I feel extremely blessed to be in the company once again with my Guruji, Pandit Bimal Maharaj. What a wonderful night of satsang. We have heard that in order to be on the right path of bhakti, one should be in the company of good people. And here I find myself on this occasion, not only to be in the company of a man like Guruji, of the stature of Guruji, but in the company of all you wonderful people who have always blessed me and give me the respect that I don't know if I deserve it or not. But Panditji, you have brought tears, I'm sure. How many times tonight tears have come to the eyes of you all? Several times it came to me. We were hearing the kata from Ayodhya Khan, but I'm sure that we heard snippets of every kant in the Ramayan from Panditji tonight. It was so eloquent in that you were able, the kata was a very simple one, but the illustrations and the manner in which you brought the kata to us, it was tremendous. I really enjoyed the kata. I feel so blessed to be here tonight. And I want to thank the members of this temple for inviting me. Only this morning, when I told my wife we were coming to the Yagna tonight, she pulled out a cup from the cupboard that had the 50th anniversary of the Scots Mendez temple. And I said, from tomorrow morning, I'm going to use that cup. So whenever I take coffee from tomorrow, I'll remember all you wonderful people, and I'll remember my Guruji as well. And thank you very much once again. I hope to be here tomorrow night again to get the blessings of Guruji and to be in the company of such wonderful people as usual. And I hope that my presence here will give me that, the energy and the emotions that flow through tonight was so tremendous. I hope to get the same kind of vibes tomorrow as well. And once again, thank you very much for the invitation, and it was a pleasure being in your company, Sitaram, and enjoy the rest of your yagna. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Govindra, and your Dharam Patni. We are going to sing a very special song for you. Today, Govindra celebrates his birthday. He says, Guruji, I have to spend that birthday with you today. I'm very happy, but my children here will sing a few lines. May you be blessed always. Thank you.
बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू
birthday. We know you like that kind of drumming, right?
Bolo Shri Raja Ramachandra ki jai. So, to all of the devotees here, to our Vyasji, to all of the Shrutas, to all of the broadcasters of our devotions here tonight, our sincerest thanks, and again we eagerly anticipate your continued presence here and the nights coming. At this point in time, after our katha has been concluded, I invite you all to stand as we join together in Sri Ramayan Arti. The Shrutas can take their teriyas. Hari Om Sajam Chavarti Samyuktam Bahina Yojitam Maya Dipam Grahan Devasya Trailyokam Timirapa.
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी।
आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी।
गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकादिक शिशु और शारद बरनी पवन सुत कीरति नीति
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी।
आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी।
संतत गावत शंभु भवानी और गत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यासी आदि कवि तुंग बखानी काक सुररि गरुड़ के गीति
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी।
आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी
आरती श्री रामायण जी की
पुराण अष्टदश चारु दास सब गण गण को रसन तन मन धन संतन को सर्वस सार मंच सम्मत सब की आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलि तललित सियाती की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलि तललित सियाती की
कलिमलि हरनि विषय रस पीकी सुभग सिंगार मुक्ति युवती की अजनी रोग पव मोरी अमी की दात मात सब विधि तुलसी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलि तललित सियाती की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलि तललित सियाती की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलि तललित सियाती की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलि तललित सियाती की ओ हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि
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 हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि
हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि
वनमारी मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरधरधारी
बनवारी मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरवरधारी
वनमारी मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरधरधारी
बनवारी मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरवरधारी
नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी
नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि
हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा 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 हरि नारायण हरि
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि हरि नारायण हरि हरि नारायण हरि
हरि नारायण हरि
Devotees, we clasp our hands together as we close our eyes. We thank that form of Ganapati Baba, Sri Ram, for allowing us to come together in the second night of our 7 nights of Ramayan Yagna. We ask that form humbly for his continued guidance, blessing and protection to always be with us. Mantrainam kriyainam bhaktihinam janardana yat pujitam maya deva paripurnam tarastu me tvameva matascha pita tvameva bandhuscha sika tvameva vidya dravinam Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Hari Om. Bolo Shri Gajananda Swami ki jai. Umapati Mahadev ki jai. Vrindavan Merilal ki jai. Pavana Putra Hanuman ki jai. We chant victory to Dharma very loudly. Bolo Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Acharya devotees, you can have your seats. You'll receive your arati, panchamritam prasad where you are. Bhojan is provided. Please partake of this before departing to your homes. Have a safe journey home. We come together once more tomorrow evening for our continuing devotions. Sitaram.